Gonna go ahead and, well, thanks everyone for being here today. My name is Camille Ferguson, and we are here for our bi-weekly Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation call and health and wealth opportunity. I love to call it a healthy, wealthy happy hour. So like I said, my name is Camille, and I'm here today on the call with a few of my beautiful friends. We've got Mary Beth Flemming, who I'll be co-hosting with, as well as a couple of dear friends that are going to be sharing their story today. So, we're here to really offer solutions, simple solutions to overcoming just some shortages in our health. And you may be here just curious to learn a little bit more. You may be looking for solutions yourself, but we want to just share some viable information about what we found and provide simple solutions to help you get more vital nutrients into your body while helping you save money at the grocery store. And the reason that I feel that this is really important is because most people, including myself until recently, didn't know that our nation's topsoils are extremely depleted because of an issue called glyphosate. Glyphosate was a toxic herbicide that was introduced into our environment in the early 80s. And since the introduction of glyphosate, we've really seen a decline in our soil health as well as our physical health. And what has happened to me since the introduction of glyphosate is I began to suffer with gut issues and found myself pretty depleted after a couple of pregnancies, after my last two pregnancies. And so I began to kind of lean in and learn more about what's going on in our soil health. And because of the introduction of this toxic herbicide, AKA Roundup, we're seeing that our nation's soils are depleted. In fact, we only have about 60 crops left with the current trajectory of fast farming. And like I said, the increase of disease is really on the rise. And so I feel that it's important that we help to educate, because when you know better, you do better, right? And most people don't know what's really going on in our health system. Our doctors don't talk about it because even them don't really know about it. I was talking to my uncle the other day, and he has been a lifelong medical doctor, and he has never heard of the issue of glyphosate. So we're here as kind of using this as a mission field to really help spread awareness and help people receive some viable solutions for their health. So like I said, I had been really depleted and suffering with gut health after two back-to-back pregnancies. I found myself also in a cycle of chronic pain. It was in my third pregnancy when I felt my back go out and really was struggling with getting through the day. I didn't know what was going on with my body, but when the doctor told me that once I had the baby, the pain would just go away. And in fact, it never did. I found myself on a dependency of ibuprofen. I was taking about 2,000 milligrams of ibuprofen every day just to get through the day, struggling with energy levels with the newborn. And I was really praying for a solution. And that's when my friend Mary Beth had reached out to me about what we have here. And I just really started to lean in and learn. And she was helping to support me, make some dietary changes. But it was when I introduced what we're going to be talking about here later, the ultimate lifestyle transformation, is when I started to see true changes in my body. Within 2 days of being on this simple protocol, I noticed that I didn't have to take in ibuprofen anymore. My cravings went down. I was starting to experience more energy. I was sleeping much better, and my digestion was really improving as well. I remember at a young age, probably about 14, I would get really bad stomach aches at school. And when I was in college, I would even have to miss classes because I had such bad stomach pain, and I didn't know really what the cause of it was. And this just kind of continued on through my adult life. And I know that a lot of people are dealing with this silently. And when I introduced these different protocols into my body, I noticed that my digestion dramatically improved. I was able to get into my jeans. I dropped about 3 dress sizes passively just from bloating alone, and really started to feel better. And that's when I decided that I wanted to share this with my community. And, speaking of community here, that's one thing that we're really excited about. And I have a dear friend, Kelly, who's going to be sharing a little bit more of her health story here in a moment. So I wanted to just introduce Kelly to the audience today. And yeah, Kelly, if you're here today, we would just love to hear a little bit more from you. Great.
Hello. Of course I'm here. Hello, everybody.
Yeah. So Kelly, why don't you share with us, what you were doing before you found Purium, and how this has supported you, and, what kind of changes you've experienced since incorporating this into your daily lifestyle, and what's kind of exciting you about it.
Yeah, everything is exciting. Dropping 20 pounds is really exciting, and doing it in such an easy and efficient way. So I had just come off a super busy holiday season, as I do every year, as I own an outdoor holiday lighting company. And so I was 20 pounds plus 20 pounds overweight, just because I've been carelessly eating and stressed out. And I knew I wanted a cleanse. And I've done cleanses in the past, but I wanted a cleanse that felt like it was just really nourishing my body, but then something that was sustainable, so I wouldn't be yo-yoing with weight. And then as I got clearer and clearer with myself, I was realizing that what I really wanted was something that would be more of a deep cleanse for all my organs. So not just like a quick weight loss program, but more something that's really deeply satiating and with really rich nutrients. And so when Camille introduced me to Purium, and I found out that, it was non-GMO and vegan and all these deep, amazing nutrients because of the regenerative soil practices, I got curious. So what I also integrated it because I was playing with intermittent fasting, and the fact that Purium has an intermittent fasting schedule, with a little bit of toying for like 2 or 3 weeks, I got this regimen that felt super supportive. And that is really one of the reasons why it was so successful, is because it was so simple, straightforward, and delicious. And the things that started happening were that, not only did I have a green, powerful, filling, delicious shake to go to when I was breaking my fast, it truly simplified the whole intermittent fasting process, and the question of like what to eat, when, and I could just actually easily mix this drink right here. It's always with me at work or at home, or I could take it on the road as I'm dropping my son off and shake it up and drink it, and I felt full. So it was really a process that I felt was satiating me, but also keeping me full. And so I could have a balanced, busy day as a mom and an entrepreneur. So then with intermittent fasting and upping my walking, because that was all supported in the community. By the way, the community is so inspiring, which is what kept me on my path, because everyone is just like, yes, we're here for clean health and longevity. And the products and the community really speak to that. That's why I also love it. Just high integrity all across the board. So the results have been my complexion. In fact, a month ago, I was at a party, and my girlfriend, who's known me for 25 years, she's like, what are you doing? Like, I didn't even share anything yet. She's like, your skin looks amazing. You look 10 years younger. And it was, I just felt, not only do I have more energy and I'm so excited by it, I'm sharing it with everyone because I'm like, this is so easy and delicious. And again, high integrity, high nutrients. And so complexion looks better. I have more energy. I also have just such an easy go-to nutritional plan, which is what I needed, a no-brainer, and then to get me back on track. Like, I know about whole foods, but how do I incorporate them to have a balanced calorie load? And then finally, 20 pounds, like just really fitting into my clothes well, seeing all the poundage, just the excess, right? The inflammation, the excess weight, just really gently fall away. And I'm maintaining the ultimate lifestyle transformation as a way of living, because it really, again, easy and highly nutritional.
Yeah, Kelly, I know. I mean, Kelly and I live in Chicago, and I hadn't seen you in about 2 months from the time that you started your transformation to just recently. And you do literally look 10 years younger. And I mean, it's just so beautiful and inspiring. And, you've just been able to up level, and how you're sharing this with other people is really inspiring too. So thank you for sharing your story today. And I know it's just going to continue to evolve. And you brought up some really great points about this regenerative nutrition, and that's one thing I kind of wanted to touch on that has really spoken to me um, through the company of Purium. Is they're very passionate about the soil health that they're working with, and regenerative agriculture. And so what this does is it's really about putting more into the soil than we're taking out. And, at the beginning of the call, I spoke a little bit about glyphosate, and what glyphosate does, it really depletes the soil. But what we're working with is soils that are so nutrient dense. And when that soil quality transfers into our plants, then it transfers into our body. And that's one thing that I know has made a huge difference for me is, just getting in what my body actually was missing before. And so that's just, that's a huge passion of mine as well. Our company is also committed to being plastic free this year, which is an enormous feat in itself. Almost all of our products, with the exception of one, are come in these home compostable, biodegradable, non-GMO packages. So that's a big that's really important to me, as well as the integrity of the company that you mentioned a few times. And so speaking on the topic of regenerative health and regenerative soils, I wanted to bring on my friend, Mary Beth, who I've known most of her life. She's a regenerative detox specialist. I'll let her introduce herself here, but she's got some great things to share as well today. So thanks so much, Kelly.
Yay. Thank you, guys. And Kelly, I love hearing your story. There's parts of that I didn't know. So I'm really inspired and happy for you that you're maintaining and being able to be sustainable, because that is really my goal with health. I've been in the health field 15 plus years, and I've seen a lot of people go through the ups and downs of, kind of the crash dieting, and then being on one plan, not sticking with it, and just this constant journey of how can we really sustain health in our lives. And I think that's my biggest passion here, is to partner with a company and a community that is really connected to that mission of how can we help more people, for one, be more educated around health and what's going on in our environments, and then also sustain that for generations, right? So I too am a mama, and I found Purium in a very similar way as Camille. I would consider myself really healthy. Like I said, I've been in the nutrition field 15 years, regenerative detox specialist. I've been through many cleanses, many different types of eating protocols and herbs and all kinds of things. And it was after I had my first son, I was 13 months postpartum, and I found myself in postpartum depletion. And I was like, what's happening? I'm doing all the things. I'm super healthy. Why am I in depletion? And then I started to think about all the other people, all the other moms that are out there silently suffering due to lack of knowledge. We don't really talk about postpartum depletion much and why it occurs. And if I'm eating organic and really healthy and experiencing this, what are other people experiencing? And so I started to look for additional resources and solutions as well. And that's also when I started to dive into learning about glyphosate and how, 98% of the population test positive for it in their system. So most people, even they're finding it in babies' umbilical cords now. So babies are coming into this world with a compromised gut microbiome, which leads to more allergies, more, mental and mood disorders, depression, a variety of different things. And so I started to dig deeply into the science of glyphosate, and Purium happens to be the only company out there that has a third-party, clinically trialed, verified, and tested product to remove glyphosate from the body. So right there, I was like, whoa, this is one of the solutions that I need to implement into my life. And then secondly, learning more about these practices of regenerative farming, and that not all nutrition is created equal. There's definitely a lot of food out there that is lacking of nutritional quality, lacking vitamins, lacking minerals, and it's because our soil is depleted. It's estimated now that in the United States, only 1% of our soils are deemed sufficient. So 99% of our soils are depleted of the minerals and the vitamins that we need. And, even 30 years ago, food was much more potent than it is now because of such a large influx of chemical agriculture and so on and so forth. So Purium is amazing in their commitment to this regenerating of the soil and helping provide solutions for problems that, like glyphosate, that many people are unaware of. And I'm just going to take a moment to break down what this program is that Kelly was talking about and Camille was talking about. And once I started on this program, it was 2 months of being very consistent with it that I really had my aha moment. My hair was no longer falling out. My nails were no longer breaking. I was sleeping good. My energy was back. And I had that vitality that I really felt in my early 20s when I was at the prime of my health. So I'm so excited to introduce this all to you and just share these simple solutions. This right here is our power shake that Kelly was talking about, that easy green shake that all you do is add water, put it in your shake. It's 96% of the nutrition you need in a day. So healthy fats, vegetables, sprouted grains. It's really powerful. That's why it's called the power shake. And it comes in this compostable packaging. You drink this 1 to 2 times a day, more if you need. It's something that I always have in hand. My entire family drinks it. Start the morning with it and really know that you're getting that deep micronutrition that you might not get otherwise from other food. So you start with that. Then we also have these plant-based amino acids. This is the only thing that is left in plastic. We're 99% plastic free, working on moving these to plastic free. But this is the cleanest source of protein that you can find. Anytime we can consume complex proteins, our body has to break that complex protein down to an amino acid structure in order for our muscles and our tissue and our connective tissue to use it. So these are in that form. They are pre-digested, so 99% absorbable, which means you're getting all of the protein, and they go into your system and are assimilated and absorbed within 23 minutes. So if you're an athlete, take 5 to 10 of these 20 minutes before you go on a workout, go on a bike ride, and you'll notice a substantial difference in the amount of energy that you have, the amount of energy that your body is able to sustain. So also as a pregnant and nursing mother, these are amazing first thing go-to. I've been able to alleviate any nausea in pregnancy via these amino acids because of the clean source of protein. And so they're really just something to make sure that you're getting, there's 9 essential amino acids that our body can't produce, and we have to get them from our food. And one of the issues with glyphosate is when it's in your system, it actually inhibits your body from absorbing those 9 essential amino external acids. And so this is a great way to make sure you're getting those in, because if you don't have the right amino acid structure, it's like trying to speak with the alphabet without the vowels. It's almost impossible. So these are very, very important thing to incorporate into your diet. Take 5 to 15 of these a day during this program, depending on your athletic load and how much you got going on, but truly life-saving. And then we've got our phenomenal product that we keep talking about that removes glyphosate. Like I said, it's the only product on the market, clinically trialed, tested, verified, third-party, certified by the Detox Project to eliminate glyphosate from the system. So there's just 4 simple ingredients in here, all natural from the earth, that help to really bind. It's a binder, so it binds to those chemicals and helps your body to effectively remove glyphosate through the kidneys and through the eliminative organs of your body. And I will say something that I was really surprised in when I started taking this is, as a young kid, I suffered a lot from mood swings and sometimes anxiety and depression, and never quite got a handle on it. And when I first started taking this, my first 3 weeks, I noticed the moods were kind of like up and down, and my body was really recalibrating, because what this does is that once we get the glyphosate out, it helps our neurotransmitters to start to reignite and refire. And neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine, things that bring us happiness, right? And so after 3 weeks, though, of that kind of a little bit of turbulence of reconfiguring, my moods have been the most stable they've ever been in my life. And that's having 2 babies, being pregnant right now, all the hormones that are involved in that. And I can honestly say that the biggest change that I noticed is the mental emotional change in taking this product. And there is such a connection between our gut and our brains. And so, that's another part of getting really nutritionally fed, is really feeding your emotional body as well. And this just so happens to do that as well. And then we have this amazing tart cherry concentrate. So it's 100% tart cherries, organic, and it's a liquid form. The concentrate is 30 cherries per tablespoon. So it's very, very potent. It's more potent than ones you may see at just your normal health food store. And you take this right before bed, because tart cherries are the only fruit that have naturally occurring melatonin. So it supports your body to produce melatonin, which helps your body sink into that deep REM sleep. And because of stressful lives, because of technology and internet, and a lot of people aren't actually sinking into that REM sleep. And the REM sleep is when your body rejuvenates. It's when your organs rest. It's when your body has time to recalibrate. And so this is super important. I actually drink it all day long because it's so good for kidney filtration as well. So it helps your body eliminate toxins and waste. And it's something that the whole family can take. I can say, it doesn't necessarily make me sleep longer periods of time because I'm a mom and my kids are constantly waking up, but the time that I am sleeping is much more restful. So I wake up feeling more rejuvenated, even though I haven't actually slept more, I've slept deeper. So amazing there. And then if you join us for a 30-day immersion, like Kelly was talking about, you'll get on those nutrients for twice a day. You'll start incorporating these into your lifestyle. And then in your middle 10 days, we'll incorporate something called our super cleanser, which is really this kind of like deeper organ cleansing, like Kelly was speaking to. It's all Ayurvedic herbs, organic, and it goes in there to really help alleviate yeasts and molds and bacterial overloads, parasitic overloads from the colon and the gut. So 10 of the 30 days you're on that. We also have dietary recommendations if you want to go a little bit deeper and really eat foods that are going to support the cleansing process. So that's incorporated, like Camille and Kelly were saying, we have a lot of support around that, a lot of information on how to really effectively clean out the body if that's your goal. And then if your goal is just to get more nutrients in and add in good, you can do that too. You just add this into your lifestyle and you'll see changes start to occur just by adding in. So that's that. And then the only last thing that comes with the program is our zinc aid. So this is whole food, vitamin D, E, A, and C, and zinc. And this is very important because the most recent studies showed that 94.3% of Americans are deficient in vitamin D, 88% are deficient in vitamin E, 52% are deficient in magnesium, and 44% are deficient in calcium. And one of the reasons is you see a lot of people taking, isolate calcium, magnesium, zinc, but the problem is if it doesn't come from a whole food source, your body doesn't actually know how to absorb that or assimilate that because, food that comes in its whole food form has various minerals and vitamins that help to assist the process of assimilation and absorption. So this product right here has a really high assimilation rate. You're getting all those important nutrients via whole foods and really helping to support your immune system through the process as well, because we all know how important that is, especially during these times. So the program feeds you nutritionally, it feeds you emotionally, it feeds your immune system, and it really supports you to incorporate this on a daily basis so that you can integrate health into your life in an easy way every single day. So that's what I'll have to say about that. And Camille, I'll let you share any other little details on that you'd like to.
Yeah, absolutely. One thing that I was really inspired by recently when we had the opportunity to meet the founders and of Purium and hear them speak about what's going on in our nation, is that over 80% of Americans are not getting enough fruits and vegetables. And we're really on a mission to just help people to, find the support in their lives with easy, simple solutions. And so what we found is what's called the fruit and veggie plus pack. And this is just a simple way for people just to incorporate fruits and vegetables and gut support into their daily life. The reason why most people are not getting these kind of, the essential fruits and vegetables is because of time, money, and accessibility. And over 90% of Americans are not eating organic because of cost. And so what we have is just this really simple solution. It costs less than $3 a day. It takes 3 minutes a day to just incorporate this into your daily life. And so I just wanted to talk about that a little bit today, the fruit and veggie plus pack. So I'm going to talk about the green spectrum here. This is something that I've really been enjoying. I give it to my little boy as well, and it just gives me so much peace of mind. This has over 14 different green living sun foods in it. And so it's packed with chlorophyll, which is interestingly the closest molecular chemistry to human blood. So the chlorophyll is what's found in the plant, and it's very similar to human blood. So this really helps to nourish and detoxify the blood. It helps get the body back into healthy pH levels. And when you are adding in more green living foods, it equates to more vital energy in your body. So this is just so simple. I love the lemon flavor. It's kind of like a lemon iced tea. And again, it has 14 different sea and field greens in it. And these are when dehydrated at very low temperatures. So you're maintaining the vitality and the macro and micronutrients from the plants. And all you have to do is just add water to it and it becomes live and living again. And so I just do like a teaspoon of that in my water. And then I mix it with the biofruit. So biofruit is over 18 different organic super fruits. So it's things like cranberry and pomegranate, blackberry, apple, mango, grapes, acai berry, beetroot, black currant, goji berry, strawberry, raspberry, like all of these dark red, rich fruits that really help to support digestion. They're very anti-aging and free radical. They help fight free radicals or damage to the cells. Great for the heart, the liver, and the brain. And this is delicious. It's just these dehydrated living fruits. And so you can just add a teaspoon of this or so to your water, and you're getting so many fruits and vegetables that you wouldn't be able to get at the grocery store, and all certified organic, grown in these healthy soils. So that's the fruit and the veggie portion. And then, an interesting thing that I learned recently is that antacids and digestive support is the number one over-the-counter product that is bought in drugstores. And so people are really struggling with their gut health. I think that this is kind of a silent epidemic because most people are not going to walk around saying, oh, I'm constipated, or I can't, I have gas all the time, or I'm bloated, or whatever. So this is a solution to that. This is a very simple solution. It's delicious. It's an apple lemon flavor. And this is really high in polysaccharides, which is a digestible fiber that helps to move food matter through the colon. So it helps to also really cool down the digestive tract with the aloe. It's got a coconut water base, so it's very hydrating as well. And it tastes delicious. So I love to just blend all three of these together. Again, you can, you can take it on its own or blend it together. I give this to my little boy at night with his apothecary, and it's just a really nice, sweet kind of tonic that he loves. And I had mentioned that I suffered with digestive health in the past, and anytime I get kind of bloated or gassy or like tightness in my stomach, I'll take this and it calms it right down. So this is our fruit and veggie pack. Again, it's about $3 a day, and it provides that solution to getting in more organic fruits and vegetables that people are really missing out on. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of tie that in there. And, I would just love to hear from our guests here today, like if this is inspiring to you, drop a 10. I'd love to hear who's appreciating this information today. Yeah, beautiful. And, if you're feeling any of what we're sharing here today, let us know, drop a 1. I'm just so curious here. Beautiful. Yeah, absolutely. Well, speaking of all of this, Kelly had mentioned that when she started, she felt a lot of support. And that's one thing that we feel that is really important in this community, is to offer support to people, because when you are getting your questions answered, when you are able to turn to a resource where you feel that you're not alone, that you're going to have more success. And so what we have here through our regenerative detox specialist is an actual group that you can be part of whenever you purchase your ultimate lifestyle transformation. And we offer weekly support Zooms. We have a private app where you can get recipes and ask questions and just connect in with other people that are on this transformation journey. And that's something that has helped me be really successful as well. And, Mary, I know you're part of that container of offering these weekly support calls. And so I would just love to just pass it back to you to kind of, elaborate on that and finish up what we're talking about here today.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you, Camille. And yeah, the support is really everything to me. I think that's what helps people sustain. It's easier to do things together than to do things alone. So if you're interested in any of these, the fruit and veggie pack that we talked about, just getting started on eating more fruits and vegetables for $3 a day, or you want to join us for one of our deeper ultimate lifestyle transformations, we actually hold groups. We're doing our next transformation group here, our big one starting in September 6th, but you can join anytime before that and still be added to our support group, do our weekly calls, get access to all our information and resources, and a community that can help you through this journey. And the ultimate lifestyle transformation is about $11 a day. So if you think about that, a croissant and a coffee costs $11 a day. So you can make the decision for yourself if you would prefer to spend 30 days really filling your body with nutrition, or the other, or adding it in to all of that. So just get back with the person who invited you to this call. They have a special gift code for you that will give you $50 off your first purchase of either of these products. And actually right now we are giving away, every week, we are giving away a fruit and veggie pack. So we're doing a challenge right now called the Reduce Waste Challenge. And it's kind of a social media thing where we're encouraging people to share their ideas on how they're reducing waste in their life, how they're reducing the chemical load that is coming into their lives via, more organic and clean products. And so if you want to learn more about that and want to learn how to actually win one of our fruit and veggie packs, get back with the person who invited you and they can share about the challenge as well. So thank you so much for all this valuable information, ladies. And right now I'm actually going to segue the call a little bit because, we talk about health a lot because we're all so passionate about that. But something else that I'm really passionate about is helping people find ways of working and living that they feel in alignment with. And we all know that it takes money to be healthy, right? It takes money to sustain healthy lifestyle. And that's one of the reasons many people don't do it, or they give up because it doesn't feel like they can sustain it. And so one thing that Purium does is it also offers an opportunity, an economic opportunity, to really not only enhance the quality of your health, but enhance the quality of your finances as well. So Purium is an affiliate program where if you're on the products, you're trying them, you've done a transformation with us, you want to do a transformation with us, and you reap the benefit like so many of us and just want to share with people, because that is our mission, to just share education and share with more people, you can actually get paid to share this information and get paid to help people get healthier. And so this has always been a dream of mine prior to finding Purium. Like I said, I had worked in the nutrition field for 15 years, but I'd never really found a way to make it super sustainable. I was doing a lot of service work, offering a lot of knowledge, and not getting anything monetarily back per se. It was very fulfilling work, but I also needed to pay the bills. And one day I was thinking, wouldn't it be amazing if I could just share knowledge, share education, inspire people to get healthy, partner with a community, with a company that is also on the same mission, so I don't feel so alone in this, and make a good living out of that too. Wouldn't that be amazing? And then Purium came into my life. And at the time I was actually a single mom. I was working 4 different jobs. I was running my own plant-based food club. I was doing property management. I was working at a health food store. I was doing regenerative consultations and really barely making ends meet. And so when I found the opportunity for Purium to, start ingesting these products myself to get back to that health I had experienced before pregnancy, and then share this with people and work from home and build a business that way, I thought, hey, why not? And it's been such an amazing experience ever since. And in 2 years, I was able to build a 6-figure income here with Purium because of the massive amount of support and education and resources that is offered, and just really find something that I'm so in alignment with, where the work that I'm doing is my joy of being. It's my job, but it's also my joy of being. So someone that I want to bring on to share as well how Purium has not only helped them enhance their health, but their wealth, is a dear friend of mine, Laura Guccione. I've known her all my life, since I was like 8 years old. She inspires me as an entrepreneur and as someone who's really out there, doing work that inspires her, doing work that is making the world a better place. And she has also decided to partner with Purium, and we've been in business together the last couple of years. And Laura, I'd love for you to just share, how this mission is in alignment with you and how it's really made a difference for you as an entrepreneur. Oh, you're muted. There you go.
There we are. Can you hear me now? Okay. Thanks so much, Mary. It's definitely in alignment. And as I said, when I met David Sandoval a couple months ago, I said, without you, I would feel hopeless, because I knew how bad genetically modified food introduction into our country was. And there was a reason Europe wasn't allowing it. And when I was pregnant with my first daughter at that time. So I was looking for a way that I could see what was genetically modified and what wasn't. And not only did he get the USDA organic label created and passed through Congress, so we know, he went on to create Biomed so we can remove the glyphosate from our system. And I only wished I would have had this when the kids were babies, because I'll agree, it has calmed my nervous system and improved my clarity tremendously. And then I kept sharing it with people because I was feeling so much better about myself. And the fact that I can pick up my phone and have a business means that I can sustain the lifestyle that I like, which is always on the road. And my other business, a back support called Yoga Wrap, I read the 4-Hour Work Week and realized with automated systems, I can have a income stream coming without trading dollars for hours all the time. And then I was offered to get back into real estate, which I've done for over 9 years. However, we have billionaires that have moved into our community, and my values aren't in alignment with the displacement that I'm watching of so many local people being, they can't afford, there's no way they can afford anything that's under $5 million, So seeing this as a way to help people sustain an income while sharing this valuable message of how screwed up and poison our food system was extremely in line with my values, and usually with people that I meet. I'm putting out a vibration of health, and I'm putting out a vibration of sustaining myself financially without relying on other people. So I am so grateful that they turned this into a network marketing with a real generous compensation. And I've been so enjoying and climbing that and sharing that with other people. Definitely.
It's amazing. And one thing that I love watching you do, Laura, is like you're always traveling. It seems like you're on the road a lot. And you're able to take your business with you. And it's really cool to watch you be able to sustain that lifestyle of your love for travel and, your other entrepreneurship jobs and your family, and then also build this other stream of income. Because we all know that, especially with COVID, we saw many people's mainstream of income just disappear. And then what do you do? So in this day and age, it's really important to have additional streams of income, even if it's very part-time, but something that you can take with you on the road and that is very sustainable. So anything you want to say about that?
Yeah, I mentioned this actually with a friend last night who does overseas ski guiding. And she's like, I'm just always struggling during the summer months. And I'm like, to have a multiple stream of income is so important. Look at real estate. Last year, it was off the charts. This year, Things are sitting on the market a lot longer. I want to have another stream of income. And because of the internet and because of cell phones, I think you're, no offense, but being ignorant not to utilize that, because it really is the way of the current culture. Everybody is on these and everybody uses the internet. Why would I go antiquated and think I have to have a brick and mortar? You know, or I have to work for somebody else. I want to expand who I am too as a person. I was talking with somebody about this morning. I was like, if I'm not feeling a little afraid and a little uncomfortable, I'm probably not growing. And I want to continue to grow as a person. I want to see how far I can reach. And I want it to be farther than I even thought I could 3 years ago. Right?
Beautiful.
And to reach these financial levels, I have to become somebody different. And that's really fun. It's scary fun because my health is so good too. It's like my energy is up to the challenge. If I was living on beers and Fritos, I wouldn't have that kind of thought.
Yeah. Beautiful, Laura. And that's actually something that I wanted to segue into, is how this business is such a beautiful opportunity for personal development. Really, when I was first introduced to network marketing and this company, someone had mentioned to me, they were like, you're going to find that it's kind of like a personal development journey with a compensation plan. And it really is. It's a business where you get to work within community and with other entrepreneurs and other professionals, and not have to feel so alone in that journey. But then you also get to be your own boss, and you also get to learn how to step up to the level of what it is that you want to create in your life. And that is one of our pillars our core pillars as a company, is that we want to create health empowerment. We want to create wealth empowerment, where people not only are going externally to find solutions, but they're finding the strength within to really elevate their lives to that next level, and be of greater service to the world. So, Camille, I would love to hear from you a little bit on how, incorporating this business into your life has helped you on that personal development journey, and then also, that financial journey as well.
Yeah, thank you so much, Laura. I just got so lit up after I heard you talk, because I'm going to be really honest. I haven't tuned into the community as much as I would have liked to, just with some other things going on. And, that's really the business, or that's the beauty of this business, is that we can really formulate it around our family and our personal lives. And just being here with you ladies and all of the people on the call, like, I just feel so excited and invigorated. And one of the biggest things that has come out of this for me is true friendships and community with like-minded individuals. It's been a little challenging for me here in Chicago to really connect in with people that that really share similar core values. And that's one thing that I've really found in Purium, is being able to explore my own core values and go deeper with that, and really tap into what's important to me and show up as myself. Because that's what people are looking for. People are really looking for authentic ways to connect. And this has definitely been a vehicle for me to connect authentically. It's met me right where I'm at. I'm very passionate about health and wellness as well, but I've never really had a platform to share that. Just being a mom, we say things here and there, and we meet other like-minded individuals, but this has been a place for me to really share my gifts and to help a lot of people. And some of the things that I find a lot of value in with our business community are the trainings. We have free entrepreneurial trainings through not only the team, like you, Mary Beth, and a lot of the other leaders here, but also through Purium Corporate. They offer free trainings to us several times a week, and those resources are they just essentially come with you up leveling your health. If you decide to say yes to this, you get everything for free, which I've talked to other entrepreneurs, and they're paying thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars for this type of free entrepreneurial training that we're receiving here. So that is very valuable to me. I've really been able to up level my social media game, which prior to that, I was a little bit resistant, but this has been a place where I can really heal. We do a lot of storytelling here, and I think everybody has a story to tell. And sometimes we don't necessarily have the audience to do that, or even the prompt to say, hey, why don't you go out and tell your story? But here at Purium, we're actually compensated for telling our story. And I think that has not only been very healing for me, but I've had a lot of people reach out to me and say, hey, your story really touched me and moved me. Thank you for being vulnerable and sharing. And I think that, the world really needs people to show up and to say, hey, and share their heart and, educate and do these things. So I'm thankful for that. This is, like you said, Mary Beth, a personal development with the compensation plan, which I didn't realize that was what I was stepping into. But it's been amazing. We all had the opportunity to go to California back in May to visit our facility and go to what's called Diamond Club and learn and hear from the owners and founders of Purium. And I was just so moved with how this company has really developed from a grassroots standpoint. Dave and Amy, the owners and founders, are so heart-centered, and they've really put themselves out on a limb to move this message forward. One story that really impacted me was when they were first starting, and in their manufacturing facility, they slept on the floor of the building for 4 years so that they could pay their employees a living wage. And I thought, who does that? Who does that? Who is so mission driven? They will give up their comfortability for 4 years to, really help to move this forward. And so to me, that just kind of hit home. And so that's, one thing that I really love about it. I love the integrity that we stand behind. Our core values of our company are, purity, health, community, and really helping to support people, like you said, Mary Beth, to bridge that gap with the wealth division as well. So I'm just so thankful for that. Purium is a very generous company. They are always putting out these amazing promotions for us to really move this message forward to help more people in bigger ways. And so we're generously compensated for that, for sharing our voice and, being vulnerable and, reaching out to people with these solutions. And so I'm just really thankful for that. And, one thing that I was kind of surprised to hear about was the scholarship opportunity too. We have a scholarship through what's called the Million Mom Movement, and it helps to empower underserved community members that really want to build a business and really want to help empower their communities with these wealth and health solutions. And so it's just a very giving company. And yeah, I'm just so thankful. And I was thinking about it the other day. There's really nothing else I would rather be doing other than advancing my education through Purium. And this has given me an opportunity to step into an educational program to become a practitioner. So I'm super thankful for that. I don't think I would have had that opportunity if it weren't for this company. And it gives me the flexibility to work around my little boy's schedule and to meet my family's needs first and to be myself. So I'm just very thankful for that.
So beautiful. And it's been so great to watch your journey. Camille, I've also known you almost my whole life. So that's one of the things that is really highlighted for me about this business is you actually get to pick who you want to work with, and it can be your friends, it can be your family, and you get to build on this beautiful mission and do it with people you love. And I feel really grateful for that, because I don't know that there's many jobs out there where you can say that. Like, I work with my best friends. My sister is also one of my business partners and best friend, and she's here on a work trip working with me. So it's really fun. It's very flexible, and it can be for anyone. It can be for someone that is a very business career professional, like real estate or doing all these different things, and they just want to develop another stream of income through sharing about health and education of of our food systems. And then it can also become more of like a full-time income stream for those that want to really tap into the systems and the community. And I will say it's one of those businesses where you don't have to work full-time hours to make a full-time income. You can work part-time hours and make a very good income here because of all the systems that are set up. It definitely takes work. It's not easy per se, but it's very simple. And so if you feel passionate about health, if you feel driven to be part of a community that is very uplifting, that helps you grow in your personal development, and you also are just excited to try these products, or you've tried them and you know how much they've impacted your life and you want to share that to other people, this business may be a very viable option for you as well to incorporate into your life. So same as if you want to try one of the transformation packs, you just get back to the person who invited you. They'll share your code with you, their code with you. If you want to do the business, they can get you on a call with their mentor to, talk more questions that you might have, what this might really look like, how this might fit into your lifestyle, and then move along from there. And one of the beautiful things about our business right now is you can get the business for free, all the trainings, all the information on how to share on social media, all the connection to the community, all of those things, if you order one of our transformation packs. So that can be the ULT transformation that we talked about earlier. We have an athlete pack, we have a family pack, we have a grain-free pack. So there's quite a few different varieties of ways to get started on the nutrition and the business for free. So get back with whoever invited you to talk more details about that. And otherwise, I'll just say thank you so much for joining this call. We host this call every other Tuesday, and we bring on different stories to share, about how this nutrition has impacted their health and also how this business is impacting people's lives. And I will say, stepping into this business, I had never done network marketing before. I had never done social media sharing. I was actually kind of scared and hesitant and resistant a little bit, like Laura Guccione was saying. And I recognized it as an opportunity to really grow into that and grow into what is the possibility that could happen here. And it happens to be probably the best decision I've ever made in my life, to pursue this career, to pursue community with these people, to pursue entrepreneurship in this way. So thank you all so much for being here, and get back with the person who invited you for any additional questions. And we hope to see you again. You can always invite guests every other Tuesday to this call. If you have anyone on your heart or your mind that you think would also like to hear this message and learn this information, please invite them. So any final thoughts, Camille?
I just want to thank everyone for being here today and for sharing in this time. We really value your time, and we know that that's a valuable resource. So we appreciate you. And yeah, please get back to the person that called you here today. They really love you, and they chose you to be here today. So thanks so much.
All right. Well, thank you, Kelly. Thank you, Laura. And see you guys all later.